This is the Polaris P70 Robotic Pool Cleaner. It looks practical, not flashy, and that matches how it works. The design feels intentional, light enough to carry with one hand, easy to drop in the pool, and easy to lift back out when the cycle ends. The transparent lid is the visual cue that drew me in right away, because I can see what it's picked up and whether I need to empty it without opening anything. I went into my testing with two expectations. I wanted something that saved me from manual vacuuming, and I was okay with a tool that focuses on the basics. I wasn't looking for an app or scheduling or fancy mapping. I just wanted to press a button and have the pool floor look clean by the time I came back. In my opinion, that is the exact lane the P70 stays in, and it's pretty good at it as long as you understand what it does and what it doesn't do.
Setup is as straightforward as it gets. The power supply is simple with a touch control to start the cycle. I connect the 40-foot cable, place the cleaner in the water, let it sink and purge air, and tap the button. That's it. No pairing, no menus, no learning curve. The cleaning cycle runs for about 2 hours. There's no way to change that built-in runtime, and there isn't a way to schedule the clean while you're away. If you like low-tech reliability, that simplicity can be refreshing. If you prefer customization, you might find that limiting. Key features that matter in use are easy to explain in plain terms. The P70 uses what Polaris calls Cyclonic Vacuum, which basically means it spins water in a vortex inside the cleaner so suction stays consistent as debris collects. The top-loading Easy Clean filter canister is the part I interact with the most. I unlatch it, lift it out, shake the debris into a bin, and hose it off. Because the lid is transparent, I don't waste time guessing whether it's full. The cleaner is built for above-ground pools and simple in-ground pools with flat bottoms, and it scrubs and vacuums the floor and the cove. If you're new to the term, the cove is the curved transition area where the floor meets the wall. It helps that the P70 is light and compact because I can guide it in and out without strain. Performance on the floor and cove has been solid. It picks up fine dirt, pollen, and typical yard debris without much trouble, and it doesn't lose suction mid-cycle. On calm days, a single 2-hour run leaves the bottom looking even and clear. On messy days after a storm, I sometimes run it twice, or pause to empty the canister mid-cycle, because that canister fills quickly when there are lots of leaves. That's the trade-off with the convenient top-loading design. Easy to clean, but not oversized. If your pool regularly collects big leaves, expect to interact with the canister more often. Coverage is good overall, though it's not perfect. Its navigation is basic and doesn't learn your pool. Every so often I'll notice a strip or corner that looks like it didn't get the same attention as the rest. A second run clears it up, but it's something to keep in mind if you want one-pass perfection. Also, it's important to be clear about what it won't do. It does not climb walls. I've seen people mention it seeming to go up a bit, and that can happen along a very gentle slope at the cove, but it's not built for vertical cleaning. If you need a robot that scrubs walls in the waterline, this is not it. Handling and maintenance have been stress-free. The unit is about 22 pounds and measures roughly 22 by 15 by 14.6 inches, so it's easy to carry and store. The cable length is 40 feet, which has been plenty for the small to medium above-ground pools I've used it in. There's no swivel on the cable, so I untwist it now and then to keep it straight. That takes a minute, but it's not a deal breaker. Rinsing the canister after each use keeps things tidy, and I let it dry before I put it away. The build feels more practical than premium, which matches the price and feature set. From my experience, the P70 plays nicely with vinyl liners. I've seen a conflicting note out there, but on the vinyl pools I've used it in, it handled the surface without scuffing or slipping. I still check that the wheels and brush are clean before each run, which is a good habit in any case. It's electric and energy efficient, and the 2-hour window is a sensible balance for power use and coverage on a typical above-ground setup. There are a few things I wish were different. I'd love an adjustable timer for those days when the pool needs more than 2 hours, and an optional longer cycle would make heavy debris cleanups less hands-on. A swivel cable would reduce the occasional untwisting chore. An app isn't essential for me, but a basic schedule feature on the power supply would be helpful.
Still, I appreciate that the P70 embraces the keep it simple approach instead of piling on features that can break or complicate the experience. Durability is the one area where I'm cautious. I've seen reports of motors failing around the 3-year mark and mentions of difficulty finding certain replacement parts like brushes. I can't predict lifespan for your unit, but those reports make me treat it as a convenient machine with a practical multi-year horizon rather than something I expect to maintain for a decade. The warranty is limited, and it's made by Zodiac Pool Care Inc. with the F70 model designation and a 2022 release year. If you value long-term repairability above all else, you might want to weigh that feedback carefully. It's perfect for anyone with a small to medium above-ground pool or a simple in-ground pool with a flat bottom who wants to automate floor cleaning without fuss. If you've ever spent a Saturday morning dragging a manual vacuum around, you'll probably appreciate hitting a single button and getting back 2 hours of your day. It's quiet, it's efficient, and it doesn't need any onboarding. If your pool gets a moderate amount of daily debris and you're fine emptying a canister as needed, it's an easy win. I'd recommend this for pool owners who prioritize simplicity and reliability over customization and smart features. If your must-haves include wall climbing, advanced navigation, app control, or a giant debris basket, the P70 won't check those boxes. If your must-haves are plug-and-play setup, consistent floor cleaning, a transparent indicator of when to empty, and an easy clean canister, this fits the bill. Keep expectations aligned with what it's designed to do, and you'll likely be satisfied. In my opinion, the value here lies in time saved and friction reduced. The P70 takes a repetitive chore and handles it with minimal babysitting. The mild compromises, basic coverage logic, a smaller canister, and a fixed runtime, are acceptable if your pool size and debris load match what this cleaner is built for. If you're moving from manual vacuuming, it feels like a big step up in convenience. If you're upgrading from a higher-end robot with wall cleaning and app control, this will feel stripped down, but also more straightforward. In conclusion, the Polaris P70 Robotic Pool Cleaner is a no-nonsense floor and cove cleaner that earns its place by being easy to use, easy to clean, and consistent in its lane. It's not trying to do everything, and that clarity is part of its charm. Know that it won't climb walls, expect to empty the canister more often during heavy leaf fall, plan on the occasional cable untwist, and consider the long-term durability reports as part of your decision. Match it with the right pool and the right expectations, and it delivers exactly what it promises: a cleaner floor with less effort from you. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe and drop your questions or your own experience with the P70 in the comments. Thank you for watching.